you can see, I'm kind of looking at this as a bit of a rebirth of the rack store hunts because it's starting to get better and better every time I go. Quite the selection. Stuff I haven't seen in a rack store in years popped up today, and some stuff I've never seen. Most notably, Ed Hardy Skulls and Roses. $20. Never smelled it, don't get me wrong. The days of me wearing Ed Hardy fragrances all the time are long behind me. I still reach for them. Sometimes I wore Hearts and Daggers to the gym the other day. I've never smelled this one. I figured, why the hell not? And then Davidoff, drop that. Davidoff The Game. I haven't seen this at a rack store in a long time. It's been years since I lived in Texas was the last time I saw this. Before the pandemic, I would say. And then now that it came back around, $27. I figured, why not? I haven't looked at the notes on either one of these. Don't care. Just intrigued. Wanted to check them out. Let's bust them open and see what we got. Let's start with Skulls and Roses. I've seen pictures 1,000 times. I know it's a super gimmick looking bottle. A lot of effort just to get to the damn thing. It's heavy. I'll give them that. It's got some weight to it. Here we have it. A skull with the rose in the mouth. Let me do this so it'll focus. Little fake rose. Says Ed Hardy on the side. Some info on the bottom, 100 ml. Now let's see how this is going to work. This looks like an absolute pain to get off. Gotta love gimmick bottles. Here we go. Just complete cheap plastic, but pain in the ass to get off, to be honest with you. So let's see what the atomizer looks like. Pretty hefty and feels good oblong in the hand, believe it or not. Good atomizer. Does everything have to smell like frickin' Fierce? It's Fierce. That's disappointing. That is super disappointing. Yeah, out in the air, I smell it too. Smells like Fierce. What's more replicated, Aventus or friggin' Fierce? I think I have more fragrances that smell somewhat like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce than I do Aventus at this point. So much replicates Fierce. This is Ed Hardy's take on Fierce. Clear as day. A lot of aromatics. It's a little bit warmer though. It's not 1-to-1, but boy, it's close. Has a powdery tonka bean sweetness here with some spice, some aromatics, probably some lavender. It smells like some lavender. A little bit of a fruity tone. It smells really good, but it smells like Fierce. Good thing I like Fierce, right? Like I said, slight differences. I wouldn't call it 1-to-1, but clearly they were going for A&F Fierce. That's a letdown. Good thing I didn't spend more than $20 on this, because when I get in the mood for Fierce, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to wear what I find is a superior version, which is Legend EDP from Mont Blanc. A refined, smoother take on it. Because Legend, the regular one, smells like Fierce. Legend EDP, my favorite version of Legend. Or the main one I'm going to reach for, Parfums de Marley Percival, because if you like this scent profile, in my opinion, there's no better way to smell like that. Like the best version, the ultimate way to smell like this DNA is Percival. This is not bad though. This is better than some of the cheaper, like there's other ones I've bought in this price range, the $20 to $30 range, that smell more like $20 to $30, whereas this doesn't smell as cheap and synthetic to me. I will put this on par with Legend EDT. Let's take a look at the notes. Very curious.
A few minutes later.
Here we go. Skulls and Roses for him on Parfumo. Pretty good rating. Only 4 ratings, though. Synthetic. Yeah, but it's not as bad as some other ones. Citrus, woody, sweet, and fresh. Bergamot, cardamom, violet. Geranium, ozone, lavender. Amber, moss, musk, sandalwood. It's got a little bit of a tonka bean smell to it. I'm kind of surprised. It smells like a tonka bean sweetness. So if it's not tonka bean, what's providing the sweetness then? Because I don't see a sweet note here. The geranium makes sense, though. The geranium, lavender, cardamom. All of that makes sense. It's musky. Yeah. It's nice. It smells like it's got a decent strength to it, too. It's treasure for $20. I mean, I'm being honest here. It's treasure. I like it. I'm gonna spend a little time with it. The letdown was that it smells like Fierce, but I would say it's one of the better ones I've come across. I put it in a similar bracket to Legend EDT, though, for sure. This is very much... Look, the rose comes off and everything. You can take it out of his mouth. It's kind of funny. Gotta love gimmicks, right? But, yeah, believe it or not, if you see this one out there for 20 bucks, it smells pretty much just like Legend. I would say more so than Fierce. A little bit more on the spices, aromatics and spices. A little bit of a barbershop type of feel, honestly. Not as youthful and playful as Fierce. That's why I say closer to Legend EDT. And it's only 20 bucks. So honestly, if you like that scent DNA, this is a good take on it for 20 bucks. Treasure. Okay, Davidoff The Game. The Game. All right. Speaking of gimmick bottles, I've seen pictures of this one. I've just never held it. So, replicates a stack of chips. Clearly. Can't shuffle these chips. Davidoff The Game. I mean, it's going to work in hand, right? We got down here some information. 100 ml eau de toilette. Davidoff The Game right here on the top. Cap clicks pretty well into place. We're off to a pretty good start. Let's see how the atomizer is. Decent. It's floral. That is. It smells like iris. Out in the air, it smells like iris. I'm going to give that a second. I'm sure it's plenty of alcohol in this blast. Oh, yeah, that's a lightly soapy iris smell. Okay, we're off to a roaring start here. We're hitting the ground running with this one. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. This is good. Soapy, fresh, powdery. A little sweet. Bit of a woodsy vetiver feel. I like this. I've been missing out. I like this. This is actually really good. This is really good. I kind of regret passing it all those times years ago, but I mean, you live and you learn, right? Glad I came across it again. A little lipsticky, but more soapy than it is waxy. This one has a little bit of a tonka bean sweet smell too. That's what I'm thinking the sweetness is here. It's like a soapy iris, powdery, sweet tonka bean, woody vetiver. I like this a lot. Let's see what kind of notes we're working with here. I'm curious. If there is an iris and tonka bean and stuff in here, I'm going to be very surprised.
12 seconds later.
Here we go. Davidoff The Game. 2013 release. Mediocre rating. 6.1 out of 10. 211 ratings. Woody, sweet, synthetic, fresh, and spicy. Top notes. Juniper berry and gin fizz. I wasn't going to say gin, but okay. Could be that spiciness, fresh, spicy crispness that I'm getting. Okay, iris, precious woods. So the heart I'm getting plenty of, because I was thinking like a woody vetiver, but we got precious woods and iris. Clear as day iris. Base notes of blackwood. What the hell is blackwood? But more woods. I would have guessed tonka bean sweetness. Where's this sweetness coming from? It's literally the second highest rated accord on here, too. It smells like tonka bean. I hate to do it. Let's go to the shithole for a second. Woody aromatic iris. Fresh spicy powdery. Same note breakdown. Instead of blackwood, it says ebony wood. As far as what it smells similar to, Code Parfum. A little bit. I can get that. Makes sense on why it smells like tonka bean to me. People are relating it 4 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down to Armani Code Parfum. Not the exact same, but I can see where they're coming from for sure. Yeah, I would say it's got some pretty strong similarity. It's a little more soapy, though. And it's the gin and juniper that's doing that. Mont Blanc Emblem? No. L'Homme Parfum Intense? No. Burberry Brit? Me? David Beckham Classic. I can see that because of the gin. Winwood. Explorer Ultra Blue. No. Polo Red Eau de Parfum. I'm reading off some of these just to show you how ridiculous Fragrantica can be. Coach for Men. I can see that one. I can see that one a little bit. Mercedes-Benz Man. That straight up smells like Fierce. So I'm going to go with no. This smells like Mercedes-Benz Man. I'm impressed with this one. I like it. I like it a lot. This is definitely a treasure. No two ways about it for my taste. Absolutely, this is a good fragrance. This is a really good fragrance. Just to give you guys an idea, if I was to give them ratings, I would say this is up there with Mercedes-Benz Man and Mont Blanc Legend, with that kind of slightly more mature take on Fierce. So I would give this every bit of at least a 7 out of 10. Very good stuff. This is great at an 8 out of 10, though. That gin juniper kind of thing going here is making it very soapy and aromatic and a little crisp, a little spiced. This is so good. This is one of the best pickups I've had of the year with the rack stores. I like this a lot. A lot. This is great. This is a great daytime wear. Let's see what kind of ratings and performance is getting since while we got the shithole pulled up. Decent performance rating, so we'll see. If I can get 6 hours out of it, I'll be quite happy. But yeah, treasure in treasure, but one more treasure than the other, because I really like this. Well, that's my first impressions ratings. Trash or treasure between Ed Hardy Skulls and Roses for Men and Davidoff The Game. I like them both, but boy, I like this one more. If I had to pick one, it's this one. I like this one a lot. And until next time, do me a quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. You tried these? What do you think about them? Are they garbage? You can't stand them? Nice little cheapy gems, in my opinion. Do you agree? I'm curious. Let me know down below. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on either one, you give them a spray now. Might end up thanking me later. Good one, guys.